Hello everyone, this is Chelsea from Those with Words. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm here to share with you all of my completed journals in 2023. I have them all laid out here as best as I can fit them onto the screen. And I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but I did want to chat through the ones I completed, especially in terms of types of journals and how much I've just enjoyed journaling this year. So let's go ahead and get started. The first category that I'm going to go over are my everyday journals, or the ones that I use pretty regularly. So I have two of them here. I know there's three, but it's technically two. Let me go over my weekly memory keeping first. So this is the Traveler's Notebook insert, and this is the old version of the Traveler's Company undated weekly insert. So as you can see, let me flip to the back and show you the empty layout. The weekends are bunched together here. And now in the current version of the undated vertical weekly, the weekends have equal room as the weekdays, but because of that, the vertical space is more scrunched together, so there's less horizontal room on each day. Hopefully that makes sense. And I was pretty determined to use up two of these, so I had one of them, and a good friend of mine had a spare one that she kindly just gave to me to use. And so I have one of them set up and finished for January through June. And then this current one that I have in my Black Traveler's Notebook is from July to December. And this is basically just weekly memory keeping. I don't work in this journal every single day, but I have been pretty diligent about completing these weekly spreads. Going forward, especially in 2024, I am just going to use an empty Traveler's Notebook insert or refill. I'm not going to do the weekly layout anymore, so this will be the last time for a while. And as of right now, we are recording during this week, but this week will be finished, and then the week after that, and then we'll be in the new year. So that is the plan. I'm going to finish this up, and that is the two completed inserts, and that's for memory keeping. And then this one right here is my Hobonichi A6 Techo. I'm using the one piece version right now, so a lot of the back pages are One Piece themed, and even the existing pages are, the quotes I believe are from One Piece, and if there's a character's birthday, it's illustrated on there. It's really fun. But this has been my health journal for all of 2023, and I've been keeping track of meals and exercise and how I've just been feeling in general. I unfortunately can't show you the inside because it's very, very personal, but I've mostly been writing in it, so there's not a lot of deco or anything like that in there. I think I do have some occasional photos in there, but that's about it, and I'm currently keeping it closed with this red mild liner that I also use to mark some things in the monthly dates. So these are some of the ones that are regularly in use that I will be finishing up and be done with by the end of this year. Next up, we have my travel journals, and this is in the Traveler's Notebook format in the regular size. This is probably my favorite size for a travel journal, although I have done some travel journaling in the Passport Traveler's Notebook before, and I've enjoyed that too. But this is from this year. So I have two of them from my spring trip to Japan. This is the Tokyo one. And there was just so much ephemera and photos and everything. And I also ended up creating a whole separate notebook, or using up a whole separate refill for the outside of Tokyo adventures. So I had a chance to visit Kurashiki, Osaka, and Kyoto. And that is all in this notebook right here. There were so many stamps and ephemera and everything to collect. So that is the travel journal set from Japan. And then this is the one from San Diego. This was a pretty short weekend. It was only a couple of days, but this is the one where I attempted an illustrated travel journal. So there are no photos in here, but just my drawings and writing. And this is the accordion refill from Traveler's Company, which got added to the standard lineup this year, and that was really exciting. So I basically went ahead and did a lot of watercoloring in here. This was really, really fun, and looking back on it, I love how it all came together, but it was a lot of work, so I don't know that I would do this again just immediately in the future, but maybe sometime in the future it's something I can try again. This was my best attempt at a tree with jacarandas, which I think turned out okay, but I tried. I basically had leftover room on this cover and decided to just randomly paint it there. Could have been fuller and more flowers, but I think I can tell what it is, so I'm happy with that. So that is that travel journal. This one right here is from the San Francisco Pen Show. So I took a couple of days off around the pen show dates. The pen show itself is only Friday through Sunday, but I had a couple of days off before and then I think a day or two after. And then this is just all the ephemera again and stickers and things from the show. I'm trying to show you a page where, there you go. So this is a page where I used up all of the stickers that I actually received from the event. I usually end up keeping them somewhere in a folder. You know, it's too cute to use. So I end up hoarding a lot of the stickers that people gift me during these events, but I was determined to use them in this insert. So I just as soon as I got something from somebody, I stuck it down day of, which was a different feeling, but in a good way. I felt really good about using all of these beautiful stickers in my journals. It was a very carefree way of documenting, and I ended up stamping the cover of this refill at the Eric Small Things workshop in partnership with Cute Things from Japan. So that is extra, extra special. So this is a really fun one. And then also I documented the Pelican Hub event here as well because I had some pages left over. So I think here, there you go, this spread. I think I have a Journal With Me video about these two spreads as well. So I added that on because, you know, I thought it was related, fountain pen related, and just a generally fun event. So both of those are documented in here. Last but not least is my New York travel journal. This is the last one for the year, and it was about a week in New York, and tons of photos and a lot of writing, surprisingly, in this one. I didn't think I would have so much to write about, but I apparently had a lot of feelings about this place, and so I wrote a ton about little details and how I felt and things along those lines. I included some drawings as well, a couple watercolors here and there. This was a travel journal where I really incorporated the use of decorative journaling, so using PET tape like here, the watercolor drawings like I showed you earlier, and then here I also use some of these pocket stickers to keep track of ephemera. So I feel like this was a really good journal to combine everything in terms of my decorative journaling, ephemera, and drawings. So I really, really enjoy how this particular one turned out. And I have some stickers on the cover that remind me of my trip and the experience, which is what I like to do. So this one is the last of my travel journals for 2023. Here are the two more project-based journals that I want to share with you. This one I did a brief journal with me of to set it up, but this was actually a video game journal for when I played through Persona 5 Royal on Nintendo Switch. And I basically set up all the character profiles, and I also wrote about the events that happened. So I would do an in-game log and talk about what the events I went through and when did I skill up. There are some screenshots of really fun events from the game that I decided to include as well. So this was a super fun project. And I think at the very end, I also created a spread about if I ever were to go back to this game and to do a new game plus, what would I do differently? What are some of the things that I missed? And I even have an ending page for it, which I think turned out really nice. So I really liked this journal. This is an insert that I purchased from Travelers Factory Tokyo Station, and I just kind of decorated it in the best way I can. I don't really have like a video game themed sticker or tapes or anything like that, but I tried my best, and it is chock full of details from the game and what I thought about it. So it was really fun, and I really liked working on this one. This right now is my December daily project housed in this olive passport traveler's notebook. And this is just the short trip. So this is half the size of the regular insert. So here you get 64 pages in a regular passport traveler's notebook refill. And then here in this refill or insert, I just kind of use those terms interchangeably. There are only 32 pages. So I have been using this to document my Dandelion Chocolate Advent Calendar. There's really no other purpose to this journal other than just to log the chocolates each day. And I save the label, I do a little drawing, and I write about how I think it tasted. Sometimes I really like them, other times not so much, but it's been a really fun experience of logging an Advent calendar this way. This is also my very first official kind of Advent calendar, so I thought it would be really fun to just commemorate the whole experience like this. I still have to catch up a bit, so I am currently on day 17 here. I'm a couple days behind, but I've pasted in the labels and I've just kind of drawn the outlines of the chocolates. And I have a couple more days left and I will be sure to finish this project. So really looking forward to what it looks like when it's all done. But overall, just really enjoyed working in this passport size for just like small little projects like these. I think it's been a really fun idea. And here are the last two honorable mentions. These did not make it to the first screen where I had everything piled together to show you, but it's because I don't really know if these two particularly count. So this one is my plotter. This is just my personal planner, but I have used all the monthly pages as well as all the weekly pages that come with it. And so again, there's a lot of just like personal information and names in here, so I'm not going to flip through it right now, but I have used pretty much all of those pages for my personal appointments, to-dos, things to keep track of. So it's been a really useful tool for me this year. I will continue to use this next year as my personal planner, and I have really enjoyed carrying it with me. It's got some scratches and it's got a little more shine to it now. I really love this one. And then this is my Tokyo Station Traveler's Notebook cover. This is my ephemera journal, which I'm actually quite behind on. I haven't actually written down a lot of things. I've pasted in a bunch of stuff from the past couple months, but I actually haven't written in it for a while. So it's just got stuff in it and no writing, which I would like to remedy. This is the last page, and so I'll probably just do like a little December page and something to close out the year. I am not doing this next year again. It was a fun project, but I feel like for me going forward, I'm just going to combine everything, memory keeping, ephemera, drawing, into just an empty traveler's notebook refill. So that's my approach next year. So I'm not going to separate out all of this ephemera, so like snack, packaging, and things like that. I'm just going to keep it all in one in the same traveler's notebook. And this is actually going to be the cover that I use to start off the year next year. So there is that. So not quite finished, not really even sure if I'm actually gonna finish this one, but I wanted to give an honorable mention to it anyway because it was something that I worked on for most of this year. So that is all of my finished journals and, well, will be finished journals for 2023. I think I moved across a couple different formats, but by and large, the most prolific I am with journaling is inside the Traveler's Notebook. For whatever reason, I really love this standard and passport size and coming back to it for either travel journaling or specific projects. I also have a bunch of empty refills or inserts that I could happily fill up next year, which I will continue to do. But that is about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy journaling just as much as I did in 2023, and I hope to bring more fun journaling and planning content to this channel next year. Thank you so much for sticking with me this year. I really appreciate if any of you have watched any of my videos, and I hope you take care until 2024. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.